I'm in line to get coffee. Thought I would pop on and tell you about this little, like, project thing. I don't know. It's not really a project. I mean, I guess I am a project. I am a project. That is nowhere near done. But I wanted to go over and reveal what has been going on. So, I am getting plastic surgery. I cannot even believe that I'm doing this. Like, I don't know. I've never been against plastic surgery. Let me put it that way. I am not ashamed of plastic surgery. I think if you can afford it and it makes you feel better about yourself and it's not going to harm your body, you do you, you know? As I am getting actual, like, full out surgery, and I am focusing on my neck. So kind of what started this is, as you guys know, I've been kind of like on a weight journey, and I am starting to lose some weight, and I will get into that in another video. But one thing that's always bothered me is my neck. Even when I had lost a lot of weight and was at my skinniest, I still had a very round face. My whole family does, including, like, I had a little bit of fat right here, and that's just hereditary. And so it's always bothered me. And in the last couple months, I've started like I sit around with, like, my shirt over my face, and I don't like my husband looking at me when I'm, like, crunched down. It makes me feel really self-conscious. You too. So it's always been something that bothered me, and so I decided I was gonna go and talk to someone about it. So I did my research. I ended up choosing a surgeon who has been rated the best in my area for the last 3 years. He has like 15 years of experience. He was military, and like, he's associated with the American Plastic Surgeon Association and all types of stuff. So I felt really secure about it. He had a huge waiting list, so it took me 2 months to get in, but I got in and explained to him, and I was really worried that he was going to tell me that I was just fat and needed to, like, lose weight, which, yes, I am fat, and yes, I do need to lose weight. But he was super, like, understanding and listened to me. Gave me a couple options. One involved Kybella, which Kybella I knew I didn't want to do because I have so much excess fat that Kybella would have taken several rounds, and it would have ended up being more expensive than doing surgery. So what we're doing is I am getting 3 incisions. So I'll have one right here, and one right here underneath the fold of my chin. They're going to liposuction the fat in my neck and around my jawbone. And then they're going to go in and actually remove the fat physically from here, which, just like I said before, is the fat that's kind of genetic, and it's in the actual like tissue, like muscle type area. And originally my surgery was October 28th. So I was like, okay, plenty of time to, like, figure things out. They had an opening, and so I had my pre-op Thursday, and I have my surgery on Tuesday, which is in 3 days. I thought I would answer some questions that are probably going to come up, and then, of course, if you have other questions, leave them down below. I'll probably do a Q&A video. That is the downtime from the surgery. So take this with a grain of salt because I haven't had it yet, so it might obviously change. But the downtime, from what the doctor was telling me, the day of the surgery, because I will have had anesthesia and be on pain medication, I'm going to be pretty loopy and need help the whole time. So my husband took the day off to be home with me. And then the day after, he said I should be totally fine to go back to work. Obviously I work from home, so if you don't work at home, that might change. But I should be okay to work from home. And then within 3 to 4 days, I will be taking the bandage off and taking a shower finally, and then just making sure to keep my wounds with Aquaphor on it. And that leads me to the next question, which is probably going to be, what kind of scars am I gonna have. So I'll have the incisions here. So the scars on my ears will be pretty easy to hide because of my hair covering it. The scar here, they said, can take up to a year to fully kind of like dissipate, but I mean, it's right here. I mean, no one's gonna really see it, and I can cover it with makeup. Next question I imagine that I will be getting is how much this is costing. And to be fully transparent, it was more than I had thought. Originally when I went in for the consultation, I planned on just getting liposuction. The reason why I chose not to just get liposuction, which would have been about $2,500, was because the liposuction is only actually able to get the outward fat, but it's not able to actually get in between layers and get the fat that is the fat that basically you're born with in your face. So because I want that taken out, liposuction was not going to give me the defined jawline and the V-type neck that I really wanted. So I chose to do the more intense and in-depth surgery. So because I chose to do that, the total price of the surgery was $5,000, and I paid the anesthesiologist separate from that. It is expensive, but I will say I chose a more expensive option because it's important to go with a surgeon who knows what they're doing and has, really good reviews. And usually people that know what they're doing are more expensive, right? This is a permanent change to my body, and so I really wanted to get the best of the best. I wanted somebody that I could have full confidence in, and I'm willing to pay the extra money to be able to do that. What are the risks with this surgery? So as with any anesthesia, the risks obviously could be a blood clot, it could be nerve damage, it could be all kinds of things that come with that. The risk with this is, if I don't take care of it, it could get infected. I could have complications from the stitches or from blood loss if it pops open and I bleed too much. So there are risks. And I just would advise really weighing the risks versus the benefits of the surgery for you specifically. For me, the risks were not as weighted as the benefits from the surgery. Plus, I asked statistically what the chances of each one of these things happening were, and they were pretty low, so I feel confident in making that choice. As I mentioned before, my surgery is Tuesday, so I will take you along with me that day. Obviously, I won't have a camera in the actual surgery office, although if you're curious, there are tons of videos on YouTube of the surgery being done. It's a neck lift with liposuction or a cervicalplasty with liposuction. If you're interested in plastic surgery, whether or not you want to get some or you just want to see my journey with it, I definitely recommend that you subscribe and like this video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you have any other questions. This is just as new to me as it is probably to anyone else. So yeah, until next time, get some hotter iced coffee, and I will see you later.